Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gaming fans. This is Small Archangel, and welcome to another episode of Conan Exiles. As you can see, we've got access now to a fair few of these emotes. I'm not entirely sure where we've learned them all from, but we did find a lore piece of parchment with some lore on in the last episode, and that may well have granted us the new salute emote. I'm not entirely sure, but in any case, we had a fairly successful trip in the last episode. Still no cactus, so still no red dye, but maybe we'll manage that in time for the next sort of creative episode. Anyway, this episode is going to be dedicated to finishing off hopefully our courtyard area here, and also the tower area in the middle there. So what we really want to do, I'm just going to reel this in a tad. What we really want to do, let's go into first person mode, is make ourselves some more sandstone, because what I want to do is, I've got one wall there, whoop-de-doo. What I really want to do is, I'm not sure if I want a wall per se. Maybe what we want to do is make, let's get ourselves some raw stone, because we're just going to make normal sandstone. I'm going to get myself as many stacks of this stuff as I can actually carry without being over encumbered. There we go. And we're going to need some wood as well, and I've got a load of it in here, so we should be fine. There we go. And we'll see how many of these we can make. Now, what I want to do is make a load of doorways, because we're going to want to craft. Let's go up to the top of the tower first. This is going to be our main priority. There's a few other things I want to do around the place as well if we get time, but the main priority is getting our archery tower sorted out. So at the moment it's just a flat roof. I don't think my archers are in any danger of falling off it, but yours truly here is. I might well do exactly that, and I'd rather not, because it's very dark up here actually. At the moment there's nowhere to actually really place a light. So what I want to do is I want to follow a suggestion that Becky Bbear made. So for a start off, we're just going to make a couple of these doorways, and then we're going to make, let's see, where are you? Stone brick stairs. No. What we need to learn is stairs, but just the normal cheap stairs, which I don't think we've... Oh, we have learned them. So where are they then? They should be up here somewhere, surely, or maybe I learned them afterwards, which seems a bit the wrong way around, doesn't it? But there they are, look. So I'll make a couple of those as well. There we go. And what we'll also do is we'll then make sandstone pillar. Now, where the heck have they gone? Just a normal sandstone pillar. Let's see, have I learned that actually? No, we haven't. There we go. Well, we know how to make it now, so that'll be down the bottom of our list of recipes, and we'll make a couple of those. There we are. Now, what we're going to do, and as I said before, we've got Becky Bbear to thank for this suggestion. Let's see if it works. So we place our doorway there, and then apparently placing some stairs at the doorway. Can we even do that? There. Does it really matter which way around they go? Probably not. Will then allow us to place a pillar in the middle. Nice. I see that works now. But then I need to try and get shot of the stairs. There we go. Nice. So we've now got an arrow slot there, which is looking pretty good actually. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing in front of our other archer. There we are. Now I'm assuming that we can't place... Yeah, right, I see. So we can't place the pillar there. Or let's just see, can we... No, that doesn't do it, does it? So basically what we have to do is we have to place the stairs there, because if we don't place the stairs there, and I don't suppose it makes too much odds which way around it goes, but just in case, if we don't place the stairs there, it won't give us anything to snap the pillar onto. So that's a bit weird, but there you go. Let's see, can I... Yep, get rid of those now. There we are. So that's 2 arrow slots. Now, really what we want to do is make a bunch of them across there. So we're actually going to need to make 3 more stone doorways. There we go. So let's just do that. And then we're going to want to do that for each of those now, aren't we? Which is going to, yeah, it's going to use up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to use up a few of these, isn't it? But hey, what can you do? Let's just place that pillar up there as well. Okay, there we go. So we've basically got arrow slits all the way along the front of the building there. But I think what we're going to want is some just plain walls on this side here. So I'm going to make a couple of those. Because there's no point at this point of us having, unless we have a doorway, but then we're not going to be able to get through a doorway because of that. So there's no point in us having access to that bit of roof, I don't think. But it might be quite good if we had arrow slits on either side of the building as well, and at the rear, so that our archers could actually gain access to all sides of this building. And I'm not proposing necessarily to put a roof on here either, because there's not much point in having a roof up here. We don't necessarily need one, so I won't worry about that. But yes, our archers having access to sort of to be able to shoot down the sides of the building and at the rear of the building as well is going to be a good thing, I think. So I'm going to basically finish this off by putting even more archery slots around here. I don't think I'm going to put all of them in. I might just have a couple of bits of wall where there's just windows and things, but I'm going to put in plenty of archery loops. So that, yeah, hopefully our archers can still do a really good job of defending our base, because the fences, these fences here as they stand, apparently archers can't actually shoot over the top of them, which is pretty poor really. And then we're going to be able to place some torches around here as well, which means it's not going to be quite so dark at night. So I'll see you guys when I finish this job off. Okay, here we are, folks. We're pretty much done here. So I'm not quite decided yet, really, whether I want to leave this just as an open space like this, or whether I want to put a roof on it and have access to that roof as well, and then put a fence around that. I quite like the idea of having that view, actually, because then we can have a real tower going on here. So I think that's probably what I'll do, actually. I'll put a couple more bits of stair in here, I think. What either side, perhaps? I don't know. Where they're not going to get so much in the way, so perhaps here at the back where this window is. Stairs either side just going up, or just on one side. And then we can access the rooftop, and I'll put a fence around the outside of the roof like this one here, and then we'll have a viewing platform then from which we'll have a really, really good view. But for the moment, what we really need to do is get some torches or some braziers or something so that we can see up there. And I think we probably just want normal torches, don't we? I'm going to turn my cauldron off here because it's been doing some aloe potions for me, which is nice. And we're going to see if we can make ourselves some torches. I could probably turn this off as well. Yeah, there we go. It's just burning through fuel for no reason. Let's see. What do we need to make those wall torches? I can't remember. We need branches and we need torches. Okay, so we need to make coal and branches. Here we go. So we've got loads of coal in here. Let's get a stack of it. I've got a load of wooden things left over, so let's put that back. There we go. We've got some branches there. Alright, so back up we go. And we'll place these lights. Really does look very strange in third person, this. Okay, so I've made 6 of them, which should be plenty at this point. I'm going to place that one there. There we go. And we'll have one in this corner as well. And maybe I'm actually going to need solid walls here, because otherwise it's saying, yeah, I can't place them there. But we can put them in between the arrow loops, so that's probably what we should do. put one there, one there, and we'll do the same on the other side here. One there, and one there. Is that correct? I have no idea. Here we go. I have considered using a pickup mod which allows you to pick items up. But the problem with that, as it stands, is that it turns your double bed into, well, a bedroll, effectively, which means that then you can only use it once, presumably, and that is a bit of a deal breaker for me, so I'm not sure about that. So there we go, we've got a bit of lighting up here. As I say, I think I would like to have an extra level on this, just a normal one. This is my archers level, so they can kind of groove here, and this could be their house. But I would like to have some, yeah, a rooftop on top of this that we can just kind of go up onto and get a really good view of our surroundings. But before that, I think I'm going to wait until morning, so I might work on that off camera. But in the other half of the episode, what we're actually going to do is we're going to try building some sloped roofs around our courtyard here, possibly. And the other thing I would like to do, of course, is make a gateway here, so we can really finish the courtyard off. So that is my plan, folks. So I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, I think that's about it, because if I put a piece of roof there, we're not getting down, are we? That's pretty much it there. There we go. So now all I need to do is make a bit of a fence for around the top here, and we can call this place pretty much done. So so there we go. We've got a cracking view from up here, I think you'll agree. So yeah, that's nice. That's finished. That's more or less finished anyway. As I say, we've got some fencing to put up there, but other than that, I'm going to call that complete. And hopefully our archers will still be able to make use of this room without any problem at all. But for now, what we really want to do is head on back down here and sort out our courtyard. So I have got a gateway to build here, and I don't think we've learned the recipe for that yet, but we should be able to. Let's just go to learn recipes. We want gate. Let me just put in gate, and then we can find it straight off. There we are. Stone brick gateway. That's the one we want. There we are, and that unlocks the gateway and the gate. So let's see what we actually need to make that. Just cancel these out. We've got one sandstone ceiling left, which I could place in here, but we're going to need, presumably for this, we're going to need bricks and iron reinforcements. And I'm going to get all of these because for the moment, oh, I've got a load of wood left over as well. I'm going to make a load of these. Let's just go there. Do that. There we go. So we're going to see how much of this we can do. We need 8 shaped wood, righty-ho. I thought we'd need some shaped wood, that's why I'm making some, but we've also got some stored in here as well, I think. So we'll grab some of that. There we are. Alright, let's see if we can make it now. Gateway, there we go. And we want to make the actual gates too. There we are. We're probably going to want to make some walls as well to attach our gate to. No, I can't, not yet. Alright, let's see. First of all, will the gate actually fit here? It should do. Now, I'm not sure if it will fit because there's the steps which may possibly get in the way. I'm not sure. It's 3 blocks wide, which means that it ought to go somewhere in the middle, you would think. Let's see, is it 3 blocks or is it 4? No, it's 3 blocks. So I would like it to go centrally, really, but it's not wanting to, is it? It may be because of the steps, I'm not sure. No, actually, I think that's just... Yeah, I don't really understand why it's wanting to go either side, but not in the... We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks there. Oh, it did go just then. It went just in the middle, didn't it? There we go. That's it. That's what we wanted, was in the middle. There we go. Now, unfortunately, the stairs are not ever so useful, are they now? But there we go. Let's see. Can we put our gates? Yes. Yes, we can. Now, that is incredibly high, isn't it? Obviously, we're going to require some windows, I think, here, because I'd like to be able to see out. So let's just see if we can make some window walls for the sides. 4 of those. There we go. Oopsie. Go on here. That's it. And I'm making these in the proper sandstone because it looks better. There we go. Let's see. And I'm going to want blank walls above that, probably. That is not what I meant, is it? I do not want to make one of those. I've just made another stone gateway, which is really stupid. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Oh, now I sense an incoming sandstorm. So this is a most propitious time to get the heck into our base. And shut the door. Although, of course, I'm in the one part of the base where I can't actually access any other part of the base, the workshop, which isn't great, but I'm going to put away the spare bits of wall, and I will see you guys when the storm is abated. Okay, so that sandstorm was entertaining. So we're going to place a couple of torches on the inside of the gateway, and I'm going to put a couple of torches on the outside of the gateway as well. There we go. So let's open that and place a torch either side here. One there and one there to guide us home. There we go. And that is looking kind of cool now. And then, as I say, the only thing I was wondering about was getting some sloped walls. These kind of look a bit interior wall, don't they, with the wood? But what the heck? I don't mind. We're just gonna have to put up with that, I think. Some sloped walls, some sloped roofs, I beg your pardon, for here. But first, I think we're gonna need a couple more sandstone pillars like that to put over here in these corners, because yeah, it's going to need that symmetry, I think. And I've gone and put away all my stone bricks and things because I wasn't thinking. There we go. And actually, yeah, we might need some shaped wood as well. I'm not sure. Let's see. Sandstone pillars. There. Stone brick pillars, rather. We'll make 2 of those. There we are. And we're wanting those probably. Actually, we need to make 2 more, don't we? We need 4 of those. But we're going to want them there, I think. Or else there. No, we're going to want them there. There we are. And on the other side also. There. There we are. And then we're going to want some roof. The sloped variety. And I hope this looks as good as I think it will. Let's see. Craft 10. Do you know what? We're probably going to need 10. Because we're going to need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need more than 10, actually. But hey. And will it actually even place there? I'm not sure. It will, but there. Which isn't quite where I intended it, actually. I intended it to be more like there. Okay. Let's just place it where I intended to go. And I intend it to go like that, in point of fact. Which means that I've actually got too much pillar here, haven't I? Which is kind of annoying. Let's just see. That's irritating that I have to take that out, but what can you do? Hey. Okay, but that is kind of what I'm intending. Turn around. There we go. And I wanted to go the wrong way around all the time, but here we go. Let's take that pillar as well. Annoying waste of resources, but What can you do? There. And that is sort of what I'm wanting. There, that actually looks pretty cool. We can't have a corner to make the... Yeah, we could kind of do that, I suppose, but there's no corner. We could do that and sort of ignore that. Actually, there might be a corner, in point of fact. I'm not sure. There's a kind of a wedge-shaped one, isn't there? Let's just take the top off these pillars as well. There we are. And then we can do the same in the opposite direction, but of course it's not going to be quite all the way around, please. There we go. We've not got quite enough bits of roof, so we're going to need to make a few more. And this time I won't go completely into this corner because, go on. Because, yeah, we might be able to place... Oh, shut up, woman, for goodness sake. Did I put points in Survivor for nothing? Okay, and those stone brick pillars don't actually go all the way up to the top, which is irritating as well, but yeah, again, I don't think we can do anything about that. From here it looks pretty good. Okay, so there are corners, I think, of roof. Let's just have a little look in here and type in roof. There are wedge bits of roof, or are there? Actually, no, it doesn't look like there are, unless they're called something else. Are they called corner or are they called wedge? Let's just have a look. Wedges, yes, but not roof, I don't think. Okay, yeah, so I was right. There aren't actually any bits of roof that will sort of, that will fit in those corners. So for the moment, we're just going to have to deal with like this. Okay, so we haven't actually got enough resources to finish the roof off, but there you go. You can see that looks pretty good. And I might put a bit more on this end here, but then again, I might not. I might just leave it. I do know that tier 3 roofs are tiled, which would look pretty cool actually, but again, we're going to have a lot of resources to be able to do that. But for now, what we've got is a really very tall base with sort of roofs on either side of the courtyard as well, and it's looking nice. It's looking pretty nice. I'm gonna have to grind some serious resources now, but I keep getting caught on that flipping fence, yeah, I'm gonna want to put some fence around the top of this tower here as well, so that I can't fall down. Although it's tempting to sort of put a walkway so I can get onto the top of those two roofs there as well. But do I really need to do that? No, I don't really need to do that, I suppose. That is kind of how I placed the top layer of the walls over there. But I nearly killed myself in the process, unfortunately. So it wasn't great. But yeah, we can call this base more or less finished now. Although I would like to make some other things. Like, for example, when we get mounts, we're going to have to put a stable block up here or some sort for that. I want to make some more shrines as well. And maybe possibly we should put some sort of walls and gateways around the outside of here as well, so that we can prevent incoming danger completely. Although the base is pretty darn secure right about now, and I haven't thoroughly given up on the idea of a lift at the back here, an elevator at the back here, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, so I will look into that. But for now, folks, that's quite long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you like how the base is shaping up. This is my first real base build in this game, so I'm still learning mechanics, and of course the devs are still adding stuff to the game all the time. But the base has pretty much got as big as it's going to get now. Just a few things to keep kind of adding, I think, and as they add new things to the game, we'll add new things to our base as well. But for now, things are looking pretty good. I hope you'll agree. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button and let me know. And I do hope you'll join me for the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.